Hello again, fellow virtual consultants. Thank you for joining us for our first video on how to use the Formatter by Zapier effectively as part of our Zapier tutorial series of videos. And in this video, we will give you an introduction to the format action within Zapier Zap, and specifically how to use various operations within the Formatter by Zapier app in a format action to effectively transform, format, etc. Use various fields from your triggered event as output to the other applications that you wish to use to make your Zaps as efficient and effective as possible. So again, we'll give you an introduction to the format action and the Formatter by Zapier application, and then we'll follow that up with a number of real examples of how we're using the Formatter by Zapier to more effectively format and transform the data that we're using in our Zapier Zaps. So stick around, and again, we'll show you a number of real examples and give you a lot of reference material to help you use the format action and the Formatter by Zapier application as effectively as possible in your Zaps to automate your virtual consulting business and that of your virtual consulting clients. So we hope this all helps. If you have not already seen episode 1 in our Zapier tutorial that explains what Zapier is and how you can sign up for Zapier and set up your account with Zapier, we would highly recommend that you view episode 1, How to Automate Your Business, Zapier tutorial episode 1, where we show you also how to create a Twitter to Discord Zap, and our other videos in our Zapier tutorial found in our Virtual Consulting YouTube channel. In this series of videos, as part of our Zapier tutorial, we're going to discuss and explain how to use the format action, and specifically we're going to show you how to use the Format by Zapier. We'll explain what the format action does, how to use Formatter by Zapier as part of your Zaps to format data for use in further actions to get just the data that you want. So again, in this series of videos, we'll talk about what you can do with the format action with the Formatter by Zapier, the various features, functions, etc., and we'll show you some real-life examples of how we use the Formatter by Zapier action to optimize the utility and benefits of our Zapier Zaps. So we hope this all helps. You can see that this series of videos on the Formatter by Zapier are in response to a request by one of our viewers, Passion Betas, who requested some videos on Formatter by Zapier. So on our How to Connect Gmail to Discord with Zapier video. So in response to that request by Passion Betas, we're going to do that series of videos on how to use the Formatter by Zapier in response to their specific requests. So if you have other requests about videos you'd like to see as inclusion in our Zapier tutorial and or other topics related to virtual consulting, don't hesitate to put a comment below this video or any of our videos, and we will try to do what we can to respond to your request as soon as we're able. So we hope that all helps. To start this introductory video on the format action and the Formatter by Zapier action, we will quickly review some of the documentation readily available in Zapier's Help Center, and we will put the direct links to these various documents in the description box below for your quick and future reference. So again, we'll quickly review some information that's readily available in Zapier's Help Center and highlight some of the features that we will then dig into in more detail and show you some examples of. But again, we'll leave the direct links to these documents in the description box below so you can quickly and easily reference them in the future. And we hope that all helps. So the first document in the Zapier Help Center that we're going to show you, and again, we'll put the direct link to this document in the description box below, is titled Format Data in Zaps. It's part of creating a Zap. It tells you that the formatter is used to transform data being sent and received in your Zaps into the exact format you need, and you can see it contains references to various topical areas: import search for data, modify field formats, and modify field data. And again, we'll dig into those topics in more detail, but this is a good starting point for more information about the format action and eventually the Formatter by Zapier action. And again, we'll have the direct link to this document from the Zapier Help Center in the description box below for your quick and easy reference. On that first topic in that Format Data in Zaps document, it says import search for data. And then we see a number of topics. Again, you can investigate these in more detail at your leisure. The one that we're going to focus on next is the link called Getting Started with Zapier. So we're going to then look at this article called Get Started with Formatter. And again, we'll put the direct link to this article in the description box below. We could see they explain what a formatter is. It's Zapier's built-in utility tool for transforming text, numbers, and other data into the format you need. So again, that's the point of using the formatters. You use a formatter when you need data in a different format than the format is coming in from the trigger event that you start your Zap with. So again, that's the purpose. That's when you would use a formatter. And here's some, various features, functions you can do with Formatter: analyze and modify text formats, modify number formats, modify date formats, and a variety of utility functions. And again, towards the end of the video, we'll show you some real-life examples of a number of these various uses of a formatter action, and in specific, the Formatter by Zapier. So a nice thing as well about a lot of these documents in the Zapier Help Center is they have their own videos that show you some examples. So again, we'd also recommend that you view their videos on how to use these various features, functions in Zapier as additional examples and additional information. And we'll try to augment that with the videos that we provide you. So here's a number of transformations. Again, there's a lot of features and functionality within the format action. Here's some examples. They're formatting currencies, numbers, phone numbers, math, spreadsheet functions, text. You can capitalize, convert HTML to Markdown, Markdown to HTML, extract email addresses, phone numbers, URLs, etc. So pluralize, split text. We'll show you a specific example of how to use the split text Formatter by Zapier action, as well as the replace action. Removing HTML tags, again, spreadsheet type features, titles, title casing, changing the case of the text, URL encode, decode, uppercase, etc. So, and then also extracting date times, and we'll show you an example of extracting a date time. And then again, there's a whole series of utility functions that you can use. So again, tons of features, functionalities. We'll probably do future videos that dig into some of those more advanced features and functions. Again, as separate videos, but hopefully this will help you at least get started with the formatter, see what options you have, how powerful it can be, where you could use it to benefit your Zaps and make them as efficient and optimized and useful as possible. So again, we hope that all helps. Okay, the next document we wanted to share with you is titled How to Get Started with Formatter by Zapier, and it's under the Apps General category within the Help Center. So again, we'll put the direct link to this document in the description box below, but you can see it describes the Zapier integration for the Formatter by Zapier. They have a video, a Zapier University video about the Formatter by Zapier. So again, we'd recommend you also view that video. And then they step you through how to get started with the formatter. So they say first add a trigger to your Zap that provides you the input data. So then they show you again the step by step to select the Formatter by Zapier action, and then they're showing you all the different options that you can select. Once you've added the Formatter by Zapier action, we can see numbers, utilities, URLs, text, etc. And then Zapier will show you a drop down where you select one of the available operations based on the type of data that you're transforming with the formatter. So again, in this case, they're showing you one with a date where you can add or subtract time or format a date. So again, then you choose the field from your trigger app that you want to transform, which matches the type of operation that you want to perform. And then you can test and verify your action. And again, they're showing you the various actions that are available. You have date, time, text, numbers, and then various utilities. And then they've got another video specifically about formatting text, which I'd recommend, reformatting text, and some of the options you could do: capitalize, lowercase, uppercase, title case, pluralize, replace. And again, we'll show you a couple examples of the use of that. And again, they've got some great videos, so you can go in more detail about each of these types of operations on text, etc. So other text transformations, converting ASCII, truncating, etc., handling special characters. So this is important. This is a good reference to keep handy. If you want to find, replace, or split on special characters, you need to use a special syntax. So you can see they're using brackets and colons and then names to designate various special characters. And then again, a whole series on numbers, forward currencies, phone numbers, etc. And several videos again, and then setup. So here's how you set up. Here's how you plug in a spreadsheet style formula. Again, very powerful, very useful. So the formulas that you use in Excel or Google Sheets, you can use something similar in a transform, in a Formatter by Zapier transform to format the data output from the format action just the way you want it. And again, they're showing a number of examples. So again, this is a great article for future reference, all kinds of examples, specific examples, so you can find the type of function that you want to perform. And again, we'll put the link to this document in the description box below for your quick and easy future reference. So again, and then same thing for date, times. Again, some great examples. So again, we hope this all helps. And again, we would recommend you reference this article in the future via the link in the description box below for your specific use for the Formatter by Zapier action that you're wishing to perform in your Zaps to make them as useful, efficient, and optimized as possible. Please note that since you will be using a formatter action intervening between the trigger event and whatever you want to do with the data coming in from the trigger event, you're going to have to be able to support multi-step zaps, because again, this would be a intervening action within your zap between the trigger event and any output event, that you're going to need a paid subscription to Zapier to be able to successfully use the Formatter by Zapier actions in your Zaps, as the free version will not let you do multi-step Zaps. So again, you'll need some kind of paid Zapier subscription to be able to use the Formatter by Zapier action. And you can see in episode 1, we talk about how to get your various accounts and the different subscription level that you would want. So again, just a note that you are going to need a paid Zapier subscription, that this will not allow you to do a multi-step Zap in a free subscription. So we hope that helps. Okay, another Zapier help document that we want to reference and point you to is titled How to Use Formatter Functions. And again, we'll leave the link to this Google Help document in the description box below for your future reference. But it contains a ton of additional useful information about how to use formatter functions. Again, we won't go into this in detail in this video. We may explore more of this in future videos in more detail, but it talks about specific uses of formatter functions. So they're talking about using a pick from a list. So they give you an example. Say you have a list of animals that you want to pick something from. Again, they go through step by step how you can do that. Then again, another function, how to use a lookup table. There's a video for that. And again, step by step how you would use a lookup table as a transform. How to set default values. So if you're doing a transform and you want to have a default value if the text is empty, you can do that. And they show you again specific examples of how to do that using split text. Here's a detailed example how to use split text, and that's one of the examples. We'll walk you through a real life example of how we were using split text in a Zap. They have the reference to special characters, so you can see how to split on special characters. So again, nice step-by-step examples in this article, how to extract data using split text. Again, some specific examples. And then how to use the replace action operation. And again, we'll show you a real life example how we use a replace action, and they have some additional examples, and they walk you step by step through these examples. So, and then converting a date time to a Unix type date time, again with specific examples and some others. So again, we think this is a very useful reference article. We'll put the link to this article in the description box below, and you can see their examples and their step-by-step actions. So we hope that all helps and provides you with the step-by-step detail of how to use each of these types of operations, formatter functions, using the Formatter by Zapier action. So again, we hope this all helps. Okay, here's a real life example of how we're using the text in a Formatter by Zapier action to truncate the text. So we're getting input in this case from new media posted in Instagram, and we're taking the caption field and we're truncating it to a maximum length of 100 characters so that we can then pass it on to further actions that send tweets, send channel messages in Discord, etc. So again, we want the caption coming in to only be 100 characters so we don't exceed the length in Twitter. So you can see if I edit this, we'll walk through how we're using this format action. We're using the Formatter by Zapier. So again, you select the Formatter by Zapier for the new action. You can choose the event. In this case, we're choosing a text event. So then we set up our action. We can select what type of transform. As you can see, there's many different types of transforms that you can select. In this case, we're selecting a truncate action. Again, we want to truncate the caption coming in. You can take any input that's coming in from your trigger event. In this case, again, we want to truncate the caption to 100 characters. So you can enter whatever that max length is that you want. You can see you can take that max length from another field if you want. If you had a field that was determining how long to truncate a given string to, you can tell it to skip a certain number of characters, and you can see it'll skip the first n number of characters. So whatever you enter there, it will skip that number and then truncate the remaining string to the length that you specify. You see you can shorten the text by 3 characters and append a ... is to show that the text is actually longer than what you're showing in whatever message, etc., that you want to. And then again, you can test your action, and it will show you based on the text coming in what that truncate would output to the next action in your Zapier Zap. So again, very easy to use, very powerful. There's many other text transformations that you can use in a Formatter by Zapier format action. So this just shows you an example of how we're using a truncate, a real-life example of how we're using a truncate action to truncate the incoming text to not exceed any length restrictions that you might have in using it in subsequent actions in your Zap. So we hope that all helps. Okay, here's a real-life example of how we're using a text operation in the Formatter by Zapier format action to split text that we have incoming. In this case, we've got a newer updated event in Google Calendar. We want to be able to split the text from the summary so that we can do some further routing of the type of event that's coming in and then act appropriately. So we're using the Formatter by Zapier action with a text operation of split text to split that summary field coming in from the Google Calendar event, and then output the second portion of that based on in this case, a delimiter or a separator of an equal sign. So if we take a look at the details of those fields, again, it's a formatter action using Formatter by Zapier. So in this case, it's a text field that we want to select. So we're selecting the text field. We can continue. We can select the transform. Again, there's many text transformations. So in this case, we're selecting the split text. We're string.split. In this case, you can see you enter the separator, or you can take the separator from a field, incoming field. And again, they have some helpful information and a reference to finding and replacing on special characters. And again, we have references in the description box below for how to specify special characters as your separator. In this case, we're using the equal field. We look at what a summary looks like. In this case, we see we're an example. We have premiere video equals and then the title of the video. We want to get the title of the video, so we want the text that appears after the separator. So again, we're selecting the second index. You can do first, second, last, second to last, etc. So you can work from either the beginning of the array of strings that are split based on that separator, or you can work back from the end. So again, very powerful, very flexible. And then you continue and it will show you based on the input string that you are testing what that output would look like. So again, in this case, we saw that the title of the video that we were trying to parse off of this text appeared after the equal sign in that summary field from the Google Calendar event, and we can see it's giving us the correct title. So again, really easy to update and retest your formatter action to make sure that you're outputting just the text you want, and then that text is then available for use in subsequent actions in your Zap. So again, see the power of how useful the split text is, how flexible it is. So it allows you to split up any field using any delimiter that you want. So again, here's a real-life example of how we're using the split text on a text operation in Formatter by Zapier in a real-life example. So we hope that all helps. Okay, as another example of how to use the Formatter by Zapier format action, as we promised, we'll show you an example of how to use the replace operation. So again, we're using the newer updated event from Google Calendar as our trigger event. We have our previously shown split action where we're splitting the text. In this case, what we want to do is actually show a replacement. So again, we're using the Formatter by Zapier as the app. We've selected text as the event type. We're going to select the output field from the previous output from our Formatter by Zapier action, where it parsed off the right-hand side after the equal side, where we used that split action. So we got the output of the title of a video coming in as the subject of an event, and you can see that it has a 2-digit year as part of that output. And just for example purposes here, we want to change the 2-digit year to a 4-digit year. So we enter the find text to be a slash with the 2-digit year, the replace text to be a slash with the 4-digit year. You can also see you can essentially remove text by leaving the replacement blank, so you can strip out characters by finding a substring in your string and then just leaving the replacement blank. And then you can test the output, and then we can see now the output string is using a 4-digit year. So here's again an example of how to use the replace operation in a Formatter by Zapier action, using text to either replace, or again you could remove text by using the replace operation in text in Formatter by Zapier action. So we hope this also gives you another way that you can use the Formatter by Zapier action to optimize and more effectively utilize your Zap. So we hope that helps. Okay, in this example, this is a real-life example of how we're using a date-time operation using Formatter by Zapier. And you can see we're using the Formatter by Zapier action in a Zap where we're getting the input from a channel in Discord. We're doing some filtering that's providing us the input to the Formatter action. Again, we're selecting a date time field, we're formatting it, and we're formatting it in a month, day, year format. You can see, 2-digit year with that example, and we're going from UTC to UTC time. So to show you what that looks like in the edit and to walk you through each of those cases, again, this is a Formatter by Zapier action. You can see we select the type of transform we want to do. You can do comparison, etc. In this case, we want to do an add, subtract time, or we want to do a format. The input field, again, we're taking data from Discord. It has a timestamp. You can see that the timestamp is not in a standard US date time format, so we want to transform that date time into something that looks like a date time that we're familiar with. You can see that Zapier provides a number of standard date time formats, so you don't have to know what the format of that is. You can select just one of the ones they have. You can see we've got the 2-digit year, month, day. If you wanted a European style, I'm sure, they have day, month, 4-digit year, 2-digit year, etc. So you can select whatever date format that you want. If you want to change the time zone, you can go from a specific time zone to a specific time zone. And if you can do it from a format as well. So, and then you just test your action. It will then output based on the input data from the event that was triggered, show you what the output looks like, and then you can use that output in subsequent steps in your Zap. So again, here's a real life example of how to use a date time Formatter by Zapier example to format an incoming date that's not in the format that you want and output it in the format that you want the date time to be for use in subsequent actions within your Zap. So we hope that helps. You may also, and please see all of our other videos in our Zapier tutorial by going to our virtual consulting YouTube channel, Virtual Consulting 101, and entering Zapier tutorial in the search bar. And then you can see all of the videos that we have released as part of our Zapier tutorial. And you'll be able to see future videos as well included in our Zapier tutorial. So again, we would encourage you to view all of our other videos in our Zapier tutorial by going to our Virtual Consulting YouTube channel, Virtual Consulting 101, entering Zapier tutorial in the search bar, and again, then you can see all the other videos we have available within our Zapier tutorial series of videos. So we hope that all helps. So we hope this all helps you see the awesome potential for not only automating workflows within your virtual consulting business, but how you could also offer this as a service to automate workflows in your virtual consulting client's business. So we hope that you like this video. Please let us know other types of integrations between applications available in Zapier for which you'd like to see additional videos in our Zapier tutorial. We hope you will watch all of the other videos in our Zapier tutorial. And please let us know in the comments below any feedback, recommendations for improvement, other Zaps you would like. And we will try to accommodate those as best we are able. This video and the Virtual Consulting YouTube channel is powered by the Virtual Consulting Firm. Please also visit and follow us on social media via the links that you may find on our About page. In the top right, you can link to our Virtual Consulting homepage. You can follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. You can also find our web hosting company. And if you scroll to the bottom, you'll find additional links to some of our other social media sites, our Facebook site, our Instagram site. Also, we hope you will join us in the Virtual Consulting Facebook group where we can discuss any topics and you can ask any questions related to virtual consulting, and we'd be happy to help you succeed in your virtual consulting business, get started and succeed in your virtual consulting business. And also our Pinterest, and again the web hosting company that we use for our homepage. So again, we hope you will also choose to follow us on our social media sites, visit us, let us know what you think of all this, how can we help you. We hope this all helps, and have a great day. We would also like to cordially invite you to join us in the new Virtual Consulting Community Discord server. You should be able to find an invite in the description box below and or in the link section on our website on the Virtual Consulting Firm homepage, which you can also find a link to in the description box below at thevcf.com. And again, we'd like to invite you to join us and discuss any topics related to virtual consulting, etc., any help that you would need in the Virtual Consulting Community Discord server. It is free to join. Again, any topics you want to discuss, any help you would like to have to succeed in your virtual consulting business, we can discuss those topics there, and hopefully our fellow virtual consultants will help each other out and mutually benefit from participating in the new Virtual Consulting Community Discord server. So we look forward to seeing you there. Again, you can find an invite in the description box below, in the About page of our YouTube channel, in the link section of our homepage, thevcf.com. And again, we look forward to joining you in the Virtual Consulting Community Discord server. Thank you. Please help us be able to continue to produce frequent quality content to help you learn how to get started and succeed in virtual consulting as a virtual consultant by supporting virtual consulting via our Patreon at patreon.com/virtualconsulting. Again, this is totally voluntary. If you would wish to provide us with your support, we would greatly appreciate it. You can see you can receive additional benefits, and we hope to be able to add additional benefits to each of these membership levels, any of which you may choose. And again, we'll be adding additional benefits to each membership level as we are able. So again, if you're able to help support us in being able to produce frequent quality content and additional benefits for our Patreons, We hope you will choose to select a membership in our Patreon at patreon.com/virtual consulting. We thank you for your support. Good luck and have a great day. Thank you for watching our video to the end. We hope that you liked it. Please smash the like button to help the YouTube algorithm share our videos with more of your fellow virtual consultants around the world. Please share this on your social media and with your other virtual consultants around the world. If you're not already subscribed to our virtual consulting YouTube channel, we hope that you will choose to subscribe, and please hit the bell icon to be notified as we release new content. Please provide us with your feedback in the comments below. Let us know how we can help you be more successful as a virtual consultant, get started as a virtual consultant, and be successful in your virtual consulting business. Again, thank you for watching our video to the end. We hope this all helps, and have a great day. If you like this video, we hope you will choose to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the box in the upper left-hand corner. You can watch another video like this by clicking on the box in the lower right-hand corner. And we have a whole playlist of videos like this that you can access via the box in the upper right-hand corner. Our latest video is available in the box in the lower left-hand corner. We hope you like this and have a great day.